everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Gigi with Gigi Loves Beauty 2, and I am back with another video. So in today's video is part 2 of my makeup collection, and I am going to be sharing with you my primers. So this is going to be about my face primers and my eyeshadow primers. So without any further ado or any other small talk, if you want to see my primer collection, just keep on watching. Hey you guys, so here is my primer collection. These are all of my face primers and my eyeshadow primers. So are you ready for the number? Dun 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 dun. So for face primers I have 15, and for eyeshadow primers I also have 15. So there is a total of 30 primers in this container, which I'm going to show you. This container I get from the Dollar Tree. All the containers that I use to organize my makeup I get from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start with the face primers. First one I'm going to pick out is the CoverGirl. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Pore Minimizing Skin Primer, and it just looks like that. It is almost empty. I used it down to about here. This is a really good drugstore primer. It is it claims to visibly reduce pores while mattifying shine. I don't use this in my T-zone. I just use this on the outer perimeter of my face. So this is the one that I'm currently using and I'm trying to use up. And then of course, you guys know, if you watch my last video, you see I have an issue when I find something that I like, I tend to buy backups. So I have 3 backups here of this primer. And if I don't make it through, if I end up not making it through all of these primers, I'm gonna, get rid of them. Next one I'm going to show you. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock not foundation primer right here. Another drugstore. This is a good mattifying drugstore primer, but I like to use this on the perimeter of my face and not my T-zone because it's not mattifying enough for me. And another drugstore option I have is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'll open it up and show you the inside. It just looks like that. I'm going to tilt it to the side so you can see I have used quite a bit of it. I'm taking a break. This primer, y'all, is only $8. And this is a really good primer. I've seen all over YouTube that this is a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I've never tried the Tatcha primer. I just picked up this one because it's only $8. And next to that, I'll show you these. So this is the Sephora Mattify H2O Gel Primer. This is the sample size that I got from Sephora for only like $5. And then this is the full size one, which I purchased because I really do like this sample size. I use this in my T-zone and I liked it so much I went and bought the full size one. This was only $7. Okay, so that's it for the affordable face primers. Now let's move on to the more higher ends. And right here I have the Touch in Soul No Pore Bum Primer. I absolutely love this primer. This is the primer that I'm currently using right now and I'm trying to use up. It is almost halfway gone. And I love this so much, I picked up a brand new one when it was on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. Love this primer. Oh my God, so good. Next one I have, this is the Cover FX. This is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I had a sample size of this one that I used up. This one still has the seal on it. I have not opened this one yet. I want to get through the Touch in Soul primer. I want to empty this one first and then I'm going to try and open up this one because I really do love this primer. Another primer I have, which is brand new, I haven't even opened this yet, it's still in the box, and this is the Cover FX Gripping Primer, which looks like that. I'll take it out of the box and show you. I like to keep the primers that I have not used yet inside the boxes still, so I know what's new, not used, and what's being used. So that's what that looks like there. Again, I picked this up during the 21 Days of Beauty sale. Love this primer. Next one I have is another Touch in Soul primer. This one came in one of the BoxyCharm boxes, but this I picked this up. I just picked this up for one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. This is you know what? It wouldn't be one of my videos if I wasn't dropping something. So this is the No Problem Prime Essence right here. And what I've seen about this is like a watery, more liquidy primer, but I do really like this primer, so I'm excited to try this one. Actually, you know what, guys? I do have another primer that I just got to make it 16 And it's the Pretty Filter by Touch and Soul Glassy Skin Balm. I think that's considered a primer. I forgot to put it down here, but I do have that primer as well. So make that 16. And the very last, no, I got one more. Actually, I got one more. I'll show you this. Oh my God, guys, this right here, Holy Grail mattifying primer. This is the Becca Ever Matte primer. I am trying to use this up. I only use this in my T-zone. This by far to me is the best mattifying primer, hands down. For your T-zone, if you are oily, you need this primer. So good. And then I do also have this one in the mini. This is the Milani Prime Shield. I have not tried this yet. Actually, no, I take that back. I have tried this. I tried this in the makeup tutorial that I did, where I did a full face of Milani products. This is a decent primer. I do really like it. I'm gonna use it up, but would I purchase the full size one? Probably not. Just because I have a good amount of primers already here. Okay, now let's talk about the eyeshadow primers. And so the first one I'm gonna pull out, this is the MAC Painterly. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. And it just looks like that. As you can see, I have used it. I do like it. I like to use this when I'm going for more colorful looks because it's a lighter base. So I like it for that. And then here is, oh my God, guys, this is my Holy Grail. Holy Grail eyeshadow primer. I'm wearing it today. It's the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is my Holy Grail primer, so much so that I have 2 backups right here, ready to go when this is empty. And then I also have a little baby mini size for when I travel. Next one I'm gonna talk about, this is a really good primer too. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. This is the one that I'm currently using, and I have a backup ready to go behind it. This one, I use this like during the week for my just like regular everyday looks, and then when I want to do something more glam like the one that I'm wearing today, that's when I use the Urban Decay because I need it to last all day. Next one I have, this is the NYX Glitter Primer, and I use this when I'm using loose glitter or if I'm using like a chunky glitter from one of my eyeshadow palettes. This is really good to keep it in place. And I included this in my primers because I wasn't sure what else to categorize this as, but this is the Needles No More Baggage from Dr. Brandt Eye Depuffing Gel. And I consider this like a primer for under your eyes to get rid of the bags before you put on your makeup. So this is a brand new one. I haven't opened up this one yet. I've already gone through one of these, and I do really like it, but you have to be careful because it doesn't really mix with every, it doesn't really mix well with every concealer. So, and then these here, I have 3 of these. I really do like these. These are super inexpensive and affordable. These are by Essence, and this is the I Love the Stage eyeshadow base. And these are what I was using until I switched over to the Urban Decay. But if I ever try to do like a cut crease, or I need to do something that's super colorful, and I want to have a drugstore option, you know, besides the MAC one, I like to use these for that. Okay, next one I have is the Revlon Color Stay eyeshadow primer, which looks like that. This is a pretty decent primer. It's a little thin. It does last. It's good for like everyday like neutral looks, but as far as like bright colorful looks or looks that you really need to stay put, I don't necessarily know if I would use this one. Revlon, to me, they do a better job with their complexion products. I love their complexion products and their lipstick, but this primer was okay. I'm gonna use it up, but I'm probably not gonna repurchase it. Next one I have, this is the Morphe primer, and this is the Morphe eyelid primer in the shade Translucent. This claims to be waterproof. This is a really good drugstore primer that does last all day. I can't say that it's a dupe for any of to my Urban Decay primer, but this is a very good eyeshadow primer too. And then I think this is the last one I have, and it is a sample size of the Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer. This also is a good eyeshadow primer. It does keep your eyeshadow in place all day long, but I don't love it enough to purchase the full size. Okay, so that is it. That is everything that is in my primer collection. Okay guys, so here is a peek inside. This is how I store my primers. They are in this container right here, which is from the Dollar Tree, and I have those 2 here, which I haven't even opened yet. This is not the most organized I also have concealers underneath here and extra backups of foundation. So I think I'm going to need to reorganize this. The rest of this drawer has all my skincare in it. So yeah, that is how I store my primers. Okay, so that is a wrap for this video. Thank you again for watching. And before I go, let me just tell you what is on my eyes. I'm kind of obsessed with this monochromatic look that I did today. And so on my eyes, I used this baby right here, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I have this shade right here called Slate, and also this shade right here called Cyborg on my eyes. And then in my inner corner right here, I very lightly put this black shade, which is called Noir. So that is what is on my eyes, and what is on my lips is this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and it is in the shade 90 Huntress, and it is a beautiful gray shade. You guys, I did not think that I was going to be able to pull off a gray lipstick, but I really wanted to try something different, and I wanted this look to be monochromatic, and I absolutely love how it turned out. The liner that I used, this is actually an eyeliner from Ulta. This is their gel eyeliner in the shade Smoke, because I didn't have a gray lip liner, so I was just like, I just need a liner for my lips, so I'm just gonna use an eyeliner. And then over the top, in the middle, I went over it with this Appeal. This is just a clear holographic lip gloss. So once again, that is a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you are enjoying seeing what is in my makeup collection. And in part 3, I'm going to show you my eyeshadow palettes. Like, right? I know that is by far my obsession. I love eyeshadow palettes. I think that is, besides mascara, eyeshadow palettes are probably the thing that I have the most of in my collection. So that video will be coming after this one. If you are new here, please don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. All of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.